Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Earl Spence, Terence Crawford, always a topic of conversation. I find myself making more videos about these two than anything else right now. But one thing I'll say is this, right? Terence Crawford he's unraveling, okay? If you guys follow the channel, you know, I think he and Earl Spence are just great fighters. But one thing that's showing here is Terence Crawford, man, he is what he says he is. If you see here on August 20th, right, he said, I'm not even going to lie. I have a lot of hate in my heart. And, you know, if somebody wants to come out here, man, and talk their truth, that's fine. You know, I think it's therapeutic to actually speak about things instead of holding it in. Doing it on Twitter, probably not the best place because you're just giving people ammunition, man. And all they're going to do is take it and load up their little weapons, man, and then verbally fire back at you or tweet things about you that you're not going to like reading. It's just going to make you feel even more angry and probably just grow the hate that's already in your heart. And that's what happened if you look at the post he put out today, which is just madness in my opinion. The real flex is I'm bugging right now, right? Because I'm tripping off what he said. The real flex is I'm living life happy. Paid, and a lot of y'all is sad, jealous, broke, and miserable. That I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like it. Because there's a couple of things, man, that I really truly believe in that we shouldn't be discussing, and we shouldn't discriminate against people because of that when it comes to race, religion, economic status, gender, ethnic origin. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in that. And when I saw this post, I said, man, what's wrong with this guy? Does he not realize that many of his supporters currently are in or came from the same humble beginnings that he started from? So to come out here and say something about, out of everything he said, if he would have left it as, the real flex is I'm living life happy, paid, and a lot of y'all are sad, no problem. Jealous, no problem. And miserable, no problem. He would have kept it succinct, made his point, no problem. But you see that shit about broke? You see, that's not okay. In my opinion, okay, this is my opinion. You have people out there who are on the fence about him. True Bud fans, Terence Crawford fans, tooth and nail fans, diehard fans. Them guys, those Bud Crawford fans are so damn animated. I mean, it's like Tom and Jerry and shit watching the Bud Crawford fans and Earl Spence fans go against each other. But with him coming out putting that, I think that left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, especially the Bud fan supporters. Because a lot of those people who are looking to get onto this app, the BLK Prime, and support his fight, right? There are a lot of people, now, I don't talk this stuff on my channel, and I'm not, because I'm not about that. But there are a lot of people who support Bud Crawford who, just because of his race, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm bringing that up is because there was a guy, we were going back and forth on Twitter, you know, just having a healthy conversation, and he was saying that he would support Terence Crawford no matter what, even if he was paying $80 for his fights, because he really believes in supporting all African-American boxers. And, you know, I didn't agree or disagree with him. That's his position. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I'm not here promoting anything, okay? I'm just telling you what he said. But when he said that, he also said, you know, that, no, so he said, I'm a paraphrase, right? Basically what he said was, some of it gets pricey, but he's going to support them no matter what. And then here it is 2 days later, this guy comes out, Terence Crawford, and says something where he's almost like making light of people who may not be in the same financial space that he's in. And to be quite frank with you, you know, when you get to that level of, I don't know what his net worth is, but I'm going to assume he's probably, I don't know, 20, 25 million, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You know, the percentage of people who are walking around with that kind of money in their account or in assets or their, man, it's just frustrating, man. So for me, I don't like that. Now, this broke thing, I'm not going to say whether it applies to me or not, you know what I'm saying? But I know people who that applies to. And I know that they don't favor this tweet. And I think you have to be careful because he already is going into a situation that is unknown, in my opinion. A lot of people want to see him fight, but there are a lot of, and I'm not going to say, I'll say this, a lot of people want to see him fight, but when you just look at some of the posts, you can't say it's a lot of people who want it to fail. Because, I mean, maybe you look at 100 different posts, 100 different comments. That's not a lot of damn people, okay? But the majority of the posts and comments you're seeing are people who are kind of like, hey, we support Bud, but we're not getting this fight because they're pissed off that BLK Prime are the ones that came in and gave him that 8-figure payday for him to fight a Venetian, which in turn resulted in the falling apart of the Terence Crawford and Earl Spence negotiations. So a lot of people who are Bud fans, right? And I've seen this consistently tweeted. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's a lot of people. They're not buying the damn fight. They're pissed because they said this man should be fighting for the undisputed, even if he had to wait another month, 2 months. But at the same time, I get Crawford's position on why he chose to go and fight on BLK Prime and snatch that quick money. I get it. What I don't get is this shit, right? That's just not cool. Now, if he would have been specific about a certain individual, you know, then that's cool. But when he just kind of shotgun blast tweets out like that, people don't really know who he's directing it towards. And it stings people. And it's probably stinging some of the people who he didn't intend on getting under their skin with this tweet. But I'm just telling you, for me, I think Terence Crawford needs to stay the hell off Twitter. Because this is something, man, especially for a guy like me, and when it comes to race, gender, economic discrimination, political discrimination, ethnic origin, man, that shit is just off limits to me. I just don't believe in that. And maybe you can say, well, man, you're looking too deep into it. It's just a tweet. Nah, man, when you get to certain levels, whether as a professional athlete, as a career professional, or whatever you're doing, all right? When you start off, you're in a glass house, right? Let me get in front of this camera. You're in a glass house. The glass house is real big like this. You know what I'm saying? And and when a glass house is big like this, you're kind of inexperienced. A lot of people aren't really paying much attention to you. And stones are coming at that glass house, but there aren't many. But there's always well, let me say it differently. Let me say it differently because I said it backwards. When you first start off in something, you're in a glass house like this. And there are a lot of stones coming at you, but your glass house is this big. This is where you're kind of learning, figuring things out, getting experience. So there are a lot of stones coming at you. Your house is only this damn big. So there's probably very little chance of stone hitting that house. But as you start to progress through your career, especially like a guy like Terence Crawford and where he's at, that every year that glass house gets a little bigger, a little bigger, and a little bigger. And each year as that glass house grows, less rocks are being thrown at you because you're getting experience and making less mistakes. However, when you get to the point where Terence Crawford is, that glass house is like this damn big. It only takes one rock to shatter that glass house and bring everything down. And making tweets like this, where it leaves it up to a person to try to interpret what is he trying to say, who is he directing this towards. It only takes a dumb tweet like this, which could be your own stone, where you break your own glass house, man. And this is where I feel a lot of times people who can't stay off this stupid ass social media, especially athletes, politicians, businessmen, career people, they create their own misery because they allow themselves to get emotional and they want so bad to lash out at the hundreds and thousands of people who are poking him in the eye because they chose to get on social media and put shit out there, knowing that 90% of the people who are on Twitter are probably somebody sitting in their living room or laying in their bed, haven't even washed their ass with their cell phone and just going through and just tweeting nonsense just to get a rise out of you. So for me, man, I just think that shit is crazy, man, and I don't like it, to be honest with you. I just think that's real unfortunate that he would come and put something like that out, man. That's crazy. And of course, let me see something here, right? Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for y'all, right? So he goes off right here, he says that. And then if you start going through the tweets, make this a little bigger for y'all, man. So I put, not a good look. Many broke people support you tooth and nail. And then you got people out here. Funny thing is all these haters are going to go real quiet once Crawford dominates two somebodies from PBC. Then this guy here brings up the fact that Terence put that tweet out there. And then somebody says this so-and-so is contradicting himself. This right here is it perfectly captions kind of what I was discussing just now. I be wondering why peoples don't be buying my pay-per-views. Absolutely. You say something like that, that's kind of how people are going to respond. Somebody laughing at it. Okay, you pig, congrats, you still ducked Spence. That's shameful. I'm curious how he ducked him, Spence the money if somebody is supporting Spence. You literally ruined one of the best Black American versus Black American fights that would have set the tone for future fighters for a quick come-up. We can't respect that. So now you see right here, you're talking as if the people you're talking down on didn't get you paid. So you see, when he put that out, that's exactly what happened. People just started, attacking him and just eventually getting under his skin again. Like, he didn't get the upper hand by putting that tweet out. He hurt himself. But I guess we'll see what happens with his event. But for me, I just want to bring that to you for those of you who aren't really on Twitter like that. I see a lot of stuff I don't worry about, but this one stuck out to me, man. Not cool at all, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not even going to talk about me, man, but what I always say is when you get to a certain level, man, you can't be stepping on people, man, who helped to get you to where you got to, you know what I mean? You got to try to bring everybody with you. Love all, love all, hate none. We build champions, we don't break them down, and that's what I believe in. Those are the values instilled in me. But that being said, like and subscribe. You want to support the channel, PayPal, Cash App, the super thanks. Be much appreciated. But just the fact that you've subscribed and you watched the video really means a lot to me, okay? Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to everybody from all 7 continents. Everybody appreciate the support. And as always, I'm in the breeze.